شوف هنا depending on our voltage requirement, okay, ممكن يبقى 400, so we can connect 4 stages, 5 stages like that, okay? So we will have around 4 stages connected, so maximum we can expect is around 400 kilowatt. So we'll get from here. What type of impulse we'll be applying? Lightning.
Lightning
So we'll use negative polarity.
Because it gives higher, huh? Gives higher,
Why negative?
lower or higher?
We have to test for air dielectrics are to be tested for positive as well as negative. Impulses. Other Egyptian folk, here you have this high voltage. So what is this? Divider. So divider is for what?
protection.
Protection. This is for measuring the voltages. So what?
Divider measuring the voltage.
What do you mean with protection and what do you mean with measuring?
Measuring, you will measuring by sub. If you measure the high voltage, maybe will damage the measurement.
ما في damage the measurement موت أنت على طول.
موت أنا protection ما أنا.
So this is not protection. This is for measuring. Okay?
Yeah, measurement بس.
يا شباب دون أذكر قرصيان.
خلاص يا measurement.
Okay, now whatever the value voltage you will be applying, this one divided, it does not see the number of stages. It sees the total impulse coming there, okay? So this is my high voltage. Come here, Yusuf. Yalla tal. This is the bushing. Where do you use bushing?
Transformers.
For what?
Protected from flashover on the body of the transformer.
Body and high voltage connection. So what is usually inside the transformer? Zait, بعدين?
Oil, coils.
Coils, okay. Now see here, there is موجود زيت. There is coil تحت. شوف تحت. هذا ما في تحت.
مش تحت. هذا هنا.
Okay. Now I am simulating the same
Simulating
condition.
transformer.
Same as transformer. So شوف هنا. The bushing there of the transformer.
This is the real one.
This is really like that. Okay. Now, if I don't put oil, what will happen?
No insulating between inside.
في air موجود.
Oil very gives very high.
breakdown.
Very
Very
high.
high. ممكن أنا أشيل oil إيش أسوي؟ ما يبقى فلاش وبعدين إيش أسوي أنا؟ لا بدون إيش أسوي؟ أنا يبقى هواء. So what should I do?
فرغ هواء.
لا هواء بس يبقى هواء بس. ضروري.
Even decrease or increase the gap length.
How can we increase the gap length?
ما في بروبلم هذا حق الروت جاب.
How will we increase the
Big
gap
transformer,
length?
big size.
Huh?
Bigger transformer.
Become big size. So أنا يبقى tank كبير. So if you have high voltage here, so I will have to make big gap.
Big gap.
So in oil is إيش فاذا oil هو because it has very high dielectric strength, it makes our things very small also.
Right.
So even the GIS substations. Okay. Now, شوف here, this is your camel bushing. Okay. We will not be using whole bushing because we need very high voltage. So remember in your يوم الاختبار, so this is your, we'll be using nus of the bushing.
نص bushing.
Yes. خلاص. So we'll be testing this part of the bushing. ما في كامل هنا. Okay. So
Why we test just the
because
middle?
this needs very high voltage. Okay. If I use compare bushing, I mean complete bushing, I will have to make big gap. I will have to use more number of stages. So that will take a lot of time charging and discharging. خلاص. So it will be the same whether small or big. The procedure is same. خلاص. Now we find VT curve. How do we find VT curve?
Applying different
Voltages and take different time. Now if you have higher voltage, what happens to the time? Less. Okay. Lesser voltage and higher time. So this is clear for you, all of you. So we will test first bushing.
Yes.
Tamam? But then we have rod gaps.
Connected to parallel.
Come here. So we will have 3 distances. Okay? Small, medium, but then kabir. We'll find VT curve again. We'll remove the high voltage there and put it here. Then for each gap individually you will find VT curve. So same procedure. Increase.
وين بدي توك تجي؟
أمس ما في خلاص أنت؟ No problem. So we will increase the voltage, find VT curve for small gap, WhatsApp gap, and 3 VT curve. So we'll have total 1 and 3, total 4. Now this is already calibrated. And the RFE hina kura. We had a sphere gap.
Yes.
So that is through this control cable inside the panel, we can know whatever the gap is. خلاص? Remember very clear. شوف هذا ground fan هنا. So this should be grounded here. يوم اختبار. Okay, you will have to make all ground. But just use your brains. I will just keep this here. Everything will
Just
be
connected.
Just connect. Okay? Everything will be here. You will have to connect both ends. Here, برضه same. Okay, يا شباب? Now, then, what is the next step? What we have to do?
When in parallel to
In parallel, ايش فايدة? What is the purpose?
to see if it's protected or
to أنت شباب يلا come here.
to see it if the transformer protected or not. Protected or not, or
So
partially
we
protected.
want to coordinate their insulation. Now, what is this VT curve used for? VT curve is used for what?
Shows the best
To design protection schemes. Okay, when you have in the subsea, you have VT curve for protective devices and protected object. So this will be my protected object, and this will be my protective device. So if I have VT curve for this one, where should be the VT curve of this one?
Less than.
تحت. Because I voltage is هو أبغى أمسك هذا هو. It will not go forward. Now we will test by then one gap, that is the middle gap, in parallel with this one. Now you see when the voltage is very low, okay, هو ماتي protection, هو سوي protection, okay. As you go on increasing the voltage, you will see there will not be any flash over here. You'll have flash over here. I forgot one point. If this gap is protecting this insulator, okay, where should the flashover happen?
Here.
Okay, so when there is flashover, high voltage easy, OSAV is also ground. So that will be connected in parallel. So I'll put this aswat silk, but then you put it across this one. Khalas? So you'll have impulse coming on both sides. Tamam? Now when you have low voltage, it is protecting. As you increase voltage, huwa maafi sahi protection, easy flashover hina. So you'll have VT curve intersecting. Intersecting means they cut each other. Khalas? So this is what we are going to do for today. Anybody has any questions?
This transformer.
This is bushing, transformer bushing.